Hello, friends. Today we are going to reveal something which even a lot of experienced carnivores are totally unaware of. The unknown reality of raw meat carnivore diet. Well, little as the name suggests, the raw meat carnivore diet is an extreme variation of the carnivore diet that amplifies its potential impact on our health, both for better and for worse. While the standard carnivore diet, which focuses on cooked animal products, has gained massive attention for its weight loss and anti-inflammatory benefits, the raw version introduces a whole new dimension. By choosing to consume only raw, uncooked animal products, followers believe they can tap into the full spectrum of nutrients and enzymes that cooking often destroys. For example, a recent study found that raw liver provides over 6,000 micrograms of vitamin A per 100 grams, offering powerful support for damaged vision and immune function. Yet this approach comes with serious dangers, as raw meat can harbor various pathogens which are responsible for numerous infections, potentially causing severe health outcomes. Now, in this highly informative video, we will cut deep into the details of the raw meat carnivore diet, comparing it with the more traditional cooked meat approach, exploring its safety from a scientific standpoint, and examining both the potential risks and the profound benefits that are often overshadowed by the widespread negative discourse fueled by plant-based diet advocates. Plus, we will give you some exclusive tips from the top carnivore experts about the optimal application of this raw meat dietary approach. So, by the next 15 minutes, you'll have a comprehensive understanding of what eating raw meat on the carnivore diet entails for you, and whether it is worth taking up on this gamble or not. Meanwhile, as we move ahead, become a proud member of our exclusive carnivore community by subscribing to our channel, helping us spread the healing message further. Starting off with the unique comparison between cooked and raw meat. The debate between raw and cooked meat has roots that stretch back to the dawn of human history. Cooking, after all, was a pivotal development in our evolution, allowing us to consume a wider variety of foods and providing a reliable method for eliminating harmful bacteria. However, the raw meat carnivore diet challenges this convention, positing that raw meat offers nutritional advantages that are lost when meat is cooked. When meat is subjected to heat, several chemical changes occur. Proteins denature, altering their structure, which can make them more digestible but also less biologically active. For example, the enzyme lipase, which is crucial for fat digestion, is rendered inactive by cooking temperatures exceeding 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Similarly, cooking can degrade heat-sensitive vitamins such as vitamin B1, thiamine, vitamin B6, and vitamin B12. Research has shown that boiling meat can cause a reduction in vitamin B12 content by up to 70%. Moreover, the high heat used in grilling, frying, or roasting meat leads to the formation of potentially harmful compounds such as heterocyclic amines, HCAs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs, which have been linked to an increased risk of severe chronic conditions. In contrast, raw meat retains its full complement of nutrients. All the natural enzymes, such as protease and amylase, remain intact, aiding in the digestion and absorption of nutrients. The complete spectrum of water-soluble vitamins like the B complex and fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K are also preserved, potentially leading to superior nutrient uptake. Furthermore, raw meat does not produce the harmful byproducts associated with high-temperature cooking. This absence is significant, as studies have suggested that regular consumption of cooked meat, particularly when charred, can increase the risk of various cancers. By avoiding these harmful compounds, proponents of the raw meat carnivore diet argue that they are not only preserving nutrients, but also protecting themselves from the long-term risks of carcinogenic exposure. However, the potential advantages of eating raw meat must be weighed against the undeniable risks. Raw meat is a known vector for a variety of pathogens, including Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria, which can lead to serious, sometimes fatal illnesses. The science here is pretty clear. While the nutrients in raw meat may be more bioavailable, the risk of contamination is a real and present danger. And this now brings us to a critical question. Is it truly safe for us to eat raw meat? What does the science say in this regard? And what precautions are necessary to mitigate the health risks? Well, the safety of consuming raw meat is a heavily scrutinized topic with strong opinions on both sides. From a scientific standpoint, the risks associated with eating raw meat are well documented. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, have repeatedly warned against the consumption of raw or undercooked meat due to the presence of harmful bacteria, parasites, and viruses. These pathogens can cause foodborne illnesses, which range from mild gastroenteritis to life-threatening conditions such as hemolytic uremic syndrome, a complication of E. coli infection that can lead to kidney failure. Salmonella is one of the most common culprits. Found in raw poultry, beef, and eggs, salmonella infection can result in symptoms such as diarrhea, fever, and abdominal cramps, typically within 12 to 72 hours after consumption. The CDC estimates that salmonella causes about 1.35 million infections, 26,500 hospitalizations, and 420 mortalities in the U.S. annually. Similarly, E. coli, particularly the strain O157 found in undercooked ground beef, can cause severe abdominal cramps, bloody diarrhea, and vomiting. In some cases, it leads to kidney failure, especially in young children and the elderly. Listeria is another serious concern, particularly for pregnant women, the elderly, and individuals with weakened immune systems. Listeria monocytogenes can survive and even grow at refrigeration temperatures, making it particularly insidious. Infections can lead to severe outcomes, including miscarriage, stillbirth, and demise in newborns. Despite these risks, some populations have consumed raw meat for centuries with minimal adverse effects. For example, the Inuit of the Arctic traditionally consume raw seal and whale meat, while the Maasai of East Africa eat raw blood and milk as staples of their diet. These practices are often accompanied by cultural knowledge about the safe handling and preparation of raw animal products such as fermenting or freezing to kill parasites. In the context of the raw meat carnivore diet, safety hinges on several factors, including the source of the meat, how it is handled, and the individual's overall health. Freezing meat at temperatures below -4 degrees Fahrenheit for at least 7 days is a well-established method for killing parasites. However, freezing does not eliminate bacteria, so strict hygiene practices must be followed. This includes keeping raw meat at proper refrigeration temperatures, avoiding cross-contamination with other foods, and consuming meat from animals raised in sanitary conditions. For those with compromised immune systems, including the very young, elderly, pregnant women, and individuals with chronic illnesses, the risks of consuming raw meat are significantly higher. In these cases, the potential for severe, even fatal, foodborne illness is too great to justify the consumption of raw meat. For healthy adults, while the risk is lower, it is still present and should be carefully considered before adopting a raw meat diet. The scientific evidence makes it clear that while eating raw meat can offer nutritional benefits, the risks are substantial and must be taken seriously. With this in mind, let's examine the specific health risks and benefits associated with consuming raw meat on the carnivore diet. But before we move further, we would like you to share your experience on the carnivore diet, what foods you generally eat, and which health conditions have you healed so far. Do tell in the comments. Now, talking of the top health risks and benefits of eating raw meat. The decision to incorporate raw meat into a carnivore diet involves a careful consideration of both the potential benefits and the significant risks. Each aspect of this decision is rooted in scientific evidence, making it clear that while there are advantages to eating raw meat, there are also serious dangers that must be acknowledged. But let's have a look at the major health benefits linked with raw meat. Number 1. Preservation of nutrients and enzymes. One of the most compelling arguments for eating raw meat is the preservation of vital nutrients and enzymes that are often destroyed during cooking. For instance, the enzyme lipase, essential for fat digestion, remains active in raw meat, aiding in more efficient nutrient absorption. Similarly, raw liver, known for its exceptionally high vitamin A content, retains this nutrient in its most bioavailable form. Studies have shown that raw liver provides up to 6,000 micrograms of vitamin A per 100 grams, supporting vision, immune function, and skin health. Number 2. Improved digestive health. Raw meat naturally contains enzymes that facilitate the breakdown of proteins and fats, potentially easing the digestive process. The presence of these enzymes can lead to better nutrient absorption and may alleviate some digestive disorders. For instance, individuals with enzyme deficiencies or impaired digestive function may find relief by consuming raw meat, which provides a broader spectrum of digestive enzymes compared to cooked meat. Number 3. Enhanced energy levels and mental clarity. Followers of the raw meat carnivore diet often report experiencing heightened energy levels and improved mental clarity. This may be attributed to the stable energy provided by the diet's high-fat content, which prevents the blood sugar spikes and crashes associated with carbohydrate consumption. The direct absorption of high-quality proteins and fats found in raw meat likely supports optimal brain function, contributing to a clearer, more focused mind. Number 4. Anti-inflammatory effects and reduced disease risk. Advocates of the raw meat carnivore diet suggest that it can reduce systemic inflammation, which is a key factor in the development of chronic diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis. The absence of plant-based anti-nutrients, which can cause gut irritation and inflammation in sensitive individuals, may also contribute to these anti-inflammatory effects. Additionally, by avoiding the formation of harmful compounds like AGEs and HCAs during cooking, the raw meat carnivore diet could potentially lower the risk of certain cancers and other inflammatory conditions. Let's now have a look at top health risks associated with eating raw meat. Number 1. Pathogen exposure and foodborne illnesses. The most well-documented risk of consuming raw meat is exposure to harmful pathogens, including bacteria like Salmonella, E. coli, and Listeria, as well as parasites such as Toxoplasma gondii. These microorganisms can cause foodborne illnesses, with symptoms ranging from mild digestive discomfort to severe complications such as kidney failure, sepsis, or even an early demise. Studies have shown that contaminated raw meat is responsible for a significant proportion of foodborne illnesses worldwide, making it a considerable risk for anyone consuming it regularly. Number 2. Risk of toxin exposure. Some animals, particularly wild game, may harbor toxins or parasites that are not destroyed by freezing. For example, Trichinella spiralis, a parasitic roundworm, can be found in wild game such as bear or wild boar. If consumed raw, it can cause trichinosis, a disease with symptoms that include muscle pain, fever, and in severe cases, heart and respiratory complications. Even certain types of raw fish can contain harmful toxins, such as ciguatera or scombroid toxins, which can lead to severe poisoning. Moving ahead, before revealing the top expert tips, let's explore the anecdotal benefits of the raw meat carnivore diet, offering a glimpse into the experiences of those who have adopted this daring lifestyle. Beyond the scientific facts, the anecdotal experiences of those who follow the raw meat carnivore diet offer a rich source of insight into its potential benefits. Although these accounts lack the rigor of scientific studies, they provide a compelling narrative that has attracted many to this diet. One of the most commonly reported benefits is significant and sustained weight loss. Followers often find that the diet leads to fat loss without sacrificing muscle mass, likely due to the high protein intake and absence of carbohydrates, which forces the body into a state of ketosis. This metabolic state burns fat for fuel instead of glucose, leading to weight loss, particularly in those with insulin resistance or obesity. Mental clarity and cognitive performance are also frequently cited by those on the raw meat carnivore diet. Many adherents describe a sense of mental sharpness and improved focus, attributing this to the diet's high-fat content, which provides a steady supply of energy to the brain. Unlike the quick transient energy from carbohydrates, fats provide a more sustained source of fuel, potentially leading to enhanced cognitive function. Chronic health conditions, such as autoimmune diseases, are another area where followers report significant improvements. Conditions like rheumatoid arthritis, Crohn's disease, and psoriasis are said to improve or even go into remission. These anecdotal reports suggest that the diet's anti-inflammatory effects may play a role in mitigating the symptoms of these conditions. Although these claims are anecdotal and should be approached with caution, they highlight the potential of the raw meat carnivore diet to impact health in profound ways. Skin health is another area where the diet is said to have noticeable benefits. Many followers report clearer, healthier skin, with reductions in acne, eczema, and other skin conditions. This could be linked to the high intake of collagen-rich foods in the diet, which support skin elasticity and hydration, as well as the diet's anti-inflammatory properties. For those interested in trying the raw meat carnivore diet, the next section will provide practical tips on how to minimize risks while maximizing benefits. Well, friends, if you are thinking to give it a try, it's essential to approach it with a strategy that prioritizes safety and sustainability. Here are some key guidelines to help you navigate this diet successfully. First and foremost, the quality of your meat is paramount. Always choose high-quality, grass-fed, and pasture-raised meat. These animals are typically raised in cleaner environments and fed a natural diet, reducing the risk of contamination with harmful pathogens. Building a relationship with a local butcher or farmer who can provide you with fresh, traceable meat is highly recommended. Proper handling and storage of raw meat are equally critical. Raw meat should be kept at cold temperatures to prevent bacterial growth. Refrigerate it at 40 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 degrees Celsius, or lower, and consume it within a few days of purchase. For longer storage, freezing is recommended, as it can help kill parasites. When thawing frozen meat, do so in the refrigerator rather than at room temperature to avoid bacterial growth. When it comes to consumption, start slowly, especially if you're new to raw meat. Introduce small portions of raw meat into your diet and observe how your body responds. Some people may experience initial digestive discomfort as their bodies adjust, but this usually subsides over time. It's also advisable to begin with leaner cuts of meat, as they are easier to digest. Incorporating organ meats into your diet can enhance the nutritional value of the raw meat carnivore diet. Organ meats like liver, kidney, and heart are rich in vitamins and minerals, including iron, zinc, and vitamin A. However, due to their potency, it's recommended to consume organ meats in moderation. Another key tip is to listen to your body. The raw meat carnivore diet can be intense, and it's essential to pay attention to how your body is responding. If you experience persistent digestive issues, fatigue, or other adverse symptoms, it may be necessary to adjust your diet or consult with a healthcare professional. Staying hydrated is also crucial, as the high protein content of the diet can increase your body's need for water. Finally, consider pairing the raw meat carnivore diet with regular physical activity. Exercise can complement the diet by enhancing muscle growth, improving cardiovascular health, and boosting overall well-being. Since the diet is rich in protein, it's particularly beneficial for those engaged in strength training or other forms of resistance exercise. And now, in the final section of our video, we will summarize the key takeaways of this whole discussion for our viewers and provide a conclusive perspective on the raw meat carnivore diet. The bottom line on the raw meat carnivore diet. Well, friends, the raw meat carnivore diet is a bold and controversial approach to nutrition that challenges the conventional wisdom surrounding food and health. While it offers several potential health benefits, such as enhanced nutrient absorption, improved digestion, and reduced inflammation, it also carries significant risks, particularly related to foodborne illnesses and nutrient imbalances. Science provides a clear but nuanced verdict on the safety and efficacy of consuming raw meat. While there are undeniable risks, particularly for vulnerable populations, there is also evidence suggesting that with careful sourcing, handling, and preparation, some of these risks can be minimized. However, the decision to follow a raw meat carnivore diet should not be taken lightly. It requires a commitment to sourcing high-quality meat, rigorous hygiene practices, and a willingness to listen to your body. Anecdotal evidence from followers of the raw meat carnivore diet is compelling, with many reporting dramatic improvements in health, weight loss, and overall well-being. However, these experiences should be viewed as individual cases rather than universal outcomes. For those intrigued by the potential benefits, the best approach is to start slowly, experiment cautiously, and remain informed. Consulting with an experienced carnivore on this matter could help you make the decision. In conclusion, the raw meat carnivore diet is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It may offer significant benefits for some, while posing risks for others. As with any diet, it's essential to weigh the pros and cons carefully, stay informed, and make choices that align with your health goals and lifestyle. Whether you choose to embrace raw meat or stick with cooked options, The ultimate goal should always be to achieve optimal health and well-being. So friends, would you give raw meat approach a try? What do you feel about it? Do share your opinion in the comments. Press the like button if you found this video helpful, and share it with your loved ones as well. And to get more of such useful content related to your health and wellness, subscribe now to our channel. Plus, if you want to know something special related to the carnivore diet, watch the video showing up the screen right now. See you there.